Hey everybody, Pastor Jeff Ziegler, Cornerstone Life Church in Boody, Illinois, just outside Decatur. I've been promising you that I would be making an announcement sometime soon. Well, this is the day. First of all, before I go there, this next Sunday, and the last Sunday in December, we will not have services, but we will resume on January 4th at 10:30 a.m. And now the announcement. A little story to go with it. I was actually at Menards one day, and I was talking to one of the cashiers who I've gotten to know a little bit, and I've known several of them. And I said to her that we are looking for a church building. And some guy walking past, complete stranger from out of town even, he's from Southern Illinois, he said, "Excuse me, sir, what did you just say?" And I said, "We're looking for a church building." He said, "We need to talk." So I finished with the checking out with the cashier, and we talked, and he showed me this building that we're in, that you're looking at now. And we dealt with it off and on. They wanted me to join their group and so forth, and the Lord just didn't lead me to do that. They're great people, but just didn't lead me to do that. And then COVID hit, and yes, no, I don't know, maybe so, for 2 years. And then one day the Lord spoke to me and told me to call them and tell them you'll take the building. So I called not that guy that I met, but hit the president of the ministry. I called the president, and he said, "Oh, Jeff, I'm so sorry." He said, "The other guy's already got somebody taking the building." And I literally went, "What, Lord? You just told me to call him." And I said, "Well, I really want the building." And he said, "Well, let me call the other guy and make sure that they're still taking it. I'll call you right back." Well, it was like 5 hours later when he called back, and he called and he said, "Hey, Jeff, the other people backed out at the last minute. Don't know why, but you can have the building." So we come into this building. We're in here for, I forget, a year or whatever. And then I said, "Let's work out a deal to buy it." And they said, "Okay." And so we started paying payments. It was a very low number, less than half of what the building and property's worth, and no interest contract. So we are happy as can be, giving God praise. After 18 months of paying on the building, the president of the ministry that I had been dealing with stepped down. A friend of his took over, and he said and he stopped by here in Decatur. First time we've met face to face. Him and his wife were in Springfield, and he said, "Let's go visit Jeff." So they came over, him and his wife. We had a nice 20, 30-minute meeting. And he said, "We got a board meeting Tuesday night." And he explained that a little bit. So after Tuesday night came, on Wednesday, he called me and he said, "Jeff," he said, "I went to bat for you, and I tried to get them to simply give you the building, but the board would not agree to that. Here's the announcement. They decided to lower the balance of what we owed by almost 60%. And then, which is glorious, right? That's a God thing. And then I put out that thought to several people I know, and within 24 hours, donations come in, and we have enough to pay off the building. Cornerstone Life Church is ours. God has been telling me for years, and I've told the church for years, God's going to give us a building. Well, the only numbers I'm actually going to share and feel led that it's okay to share is they reduce the price, donations come in, but we, Cornerstone Life, out of the church's account that is built by tithes and offerings, we only paid $13,800 out of Cornerstone's account for this building and property and land. That's how glorious God is. Now, I want you to watch another short video. And the moment I wanted to share with you is this exciting moment of mailing the final payment. And there it is. It just went in the box. Cornerstone Life Church is paid in full. Praise God.